Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock friend.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut? Is that you? Shatteredcast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 335. I am your host, Oscar Alonso, and here with me are the Furious Three. We have Justin T2RX6, hailing from... We can't tell you, it's a Batcave.
What is going on? I was expecting an elaborate thing of all these achievements that I supposedly have done. And that was more simple than I expected. I'm a little disappointed.
Well, not really, Oscar, so I couldn't really... He thinks on his feet.
I know, he's pretty quick like that.
Like, he goes from 0 to 60 in a split second. Like, you wish you could put Oscar in a Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
Design a Porsche Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the fastest Carrera you've ever driven.
Or most furious.
The most furious. And by the way, Oscar unfortunately is not with us tonight. He is actually refereeing pug fights.
Mm-hmm.
Pug fights. June 9th, 2020 pug fights.
Mm-hmm.
He kidnapped Gator. And he's also, it's like a Matt cuck. He's got Matt tied to a chair in the basement, forcing Matt to watch Pug fight various wild Gator fight various wild animals.
It's true. It's true.
Yes. We're asking for updates.
We are.
Last thing was, I believe Gator defeated a chinchilla, but he did not go unscathed. He did lose an ear, and he's got bites in his tail.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
also,
next is a rattlesnake.
Sencho is getting his hot tub fix, if you know what I mean. So he will not be joining us either. So.
Yep. There's too much pubic hair in the drain. It clogged it up.
Mm-hmm.
Really disgusting. Pubic hair and some gluey white substance is disgusting. Speaking of a gluey white substance, say hello to Greg for Mercy.
Gluey. Apparently I just got added to a Kali yard sale again. I don't remember not being a part of that. Sorry. I just saw some funny shit. I'll put it in the chat.
That Ocala yard sale. Oh, man. It's like wanting to watch a car wreck and then getting involved in the car wreck by accident.
Because you were too busy watching.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually funny because I want to see what's going on down there because it turned into the bad political take group for a while. But I guess there was something that came out last weekend where they were having a march and some dude with a bunch of Nazi tattoos came up and was like, I've been wrong my whole life, and had some epiphany and started marching with them. And it was all over the news, so I'm wondering how the Ocala people are taking that one.
I wonder how. I don't know. Wonder how.
We'll be tuning in next time.
What could you do with a Nazi tattoo to un-Nazify it? I guess turn it into a daisy? Turn this
if only we knew some tattoo people. Maybe put a giant goose over it.
Iceman?
Yes.
Or goose? Man's choice? Man's choice. Speaking of which, did you guys see that? I haven't watched it yet. The King of Staten Island on Netflix?
No.
No.
It's what's that guy, the tattooed up druggie from Saturday Night Live? I forget what his name is. He's like never funny, and he always breaks, and it's never even funny when he does. I guess he's more of a writer for the show, but he has a spot. He dated like Ariana Grande. You don't know who I'm talking about?
I like him.
Is it Pete something?
Yeah, what's your beef with him?
Nothing. I just don't think he's that funny. But the movie looks really good. It looks.
Are you jealous?
I'm not jealous.
Are you jealous? I think you sound a little jealous.
No. He annoys me. I get very annoyed at SNL when it's just not funny consistently. That bothers me because you've seen it when it's extremely funny, and I feel obviously it seems very forced sometimes. I don't mind it being cheap. I love when it's cheap and shitty and hilarious nonetheless, but I don't like it when it seems forced. And like that guy, in terms of being on SNL, doesn't seem very funny. But the movie looks really interesting. I want to watch it. He's like, because his dad was a fireman and he died, in a fire, and he wants to be a tattoo artist, and he's a terrible tattooist. Like if that's what you call it.
It's I think it's supposed to be pretty much that dude's story because his dad died running into 9/11.
Yeah, that's probably it. Steve Buscemi's in it, and he's an ex-firefighter. There's a lot of interesting, good cast.
Oh, you're jealous of Steve Buscemi now?
I like his eyes. I want his eyes. Do you realize Steve Buscemi and Billie Eilish have like the same eyes?
Shh. That's what the government doesn't want you to know.
Paternity test, Paul Maury. So, speaking of paternity, anybody got anything? Justin?
Nope, not this week. I can't think of anything. So, nope.
Nothing?
Justin got bamboozled by the deep state.
I did.
Really? How'd you get bamboozled?
Well, it's a long story. We'll save it for another time when Oscar's on. He can explain it all.
Spelling bamboozled is a long story. Greg, what did you get, Mr. For Mercy?
I finally got I say finally, it's not like I waited a long time. I just didn't buy it. The 3-0 Optimus Prime.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. It's more impressive when it's not in my hand and it's like at least 2 or 3 feet away from me.
Why?
And I can just gaze upon it.
It's really a wonderful piece. It's like I got you have the B as well,
Don't
right?
Don't call it a piece.
You
don't call it a piece. That just sounds so.
Sidearm.
It's a. Call it a toy. Call it an adult collectible. Don't call it a piece. Like
it's a wonderful adult collectible. It's a wonderful adult toy.
Well, don't call it that either. Actually,
well, it depends what you do with it.
Well, yeah.
Do you have the Bumblebee as well?
I did, and then I sold it when I was sick. But I have the reissue on order.
Are you tempted to get the deluxe version?
No.
They're huge. Why would you? They're huge.
I don't have room for it. No, you don't need to talk me out of it. I said no. You immediately launched into your spiel but it's too big.
No, I'm not saying. Don't get it. It's huge. I'm surprised at how large it is, and those figures display well in a detail. 1 or 2 in a shelf. I just don't see what you would do with the big ones. I mean, that's just nuts. You don't have those, do you, Justin?
The Michael Jordan's what made me laugh, by the way. Just get to the Michael Jordan at the end of that. That's what made me giggle.
No, the whole thing was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
The whole what?
What Greg posted in chat.
Oh, I didn't read it. I'm busy.
You should. It's pretty funny.
No, are you back on the elliptical?
I'm back on the elliptical.
Is that everything you got, Greg?
Yeah.
So before we move on to the next section here, Robert, I was told last week when we were recording, the one and only Bobby Boucher, he said, if you guys are recording tonight, pass along a message. And I said, we just finished recording. I'm sorry. But I said I'd pass it on anyway. And he said, tell Robert D to eat a dick.
Oh, but Bobby Boucher, but my mama said you can't eat no dicks. Bobby Boucher.
He said in a nice way. So I said, will do. So
isn't he
message
Australian?
Passed on.
Isn't he Aussie?
Correct.
Well, that's a compliment then. Thanks a lot, you cunt.
Mm-hmm. So what did you get, Robert?
Oh, thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Like I said, I was moving on to the next part.
What did I get? I got Iron Factory Chaos Raven, which is the Fallen, I believe, from... What's it from? Is it from Dreamwave?
Yeah, I think so.
It's freaking impressive. I mean, Heat Death Well, I mean, Bobby crapped on that figure. And in all fairness, he didn't really tighten it up when he transformed it. But everybody's entitled to his opinion. I wasn't about to comment to him like, well, you didn't do that right. You know, it did have some stress marks here and there, but a lot of Iron Factory stuff. Yeah, that would annoy him, I'm sure.
He'd be like, you suck.
I should have. You suck. You eat a dick. Bobby Boucher said eat a dick. But that has great shelf presence. And this figure, it almost, I mean, it really feels like the comic. Like, you know how comics, you know, a good comic artist really can make images very dynamic. This figure does that, you know, the posing. And it's because of the cape, really. The cape is so posable, and it sounds stupid saying that, but it just looks so good. And you would, you know, compared to like the MMC, was it Coulter? It was a Coulter, that black, shut up, Greg. That black remold of Harpoon Hand. What the hell? You know what I'm talking about?
Coulter's their Tarn.
Not Coulter. It was the other. Remember the who
no,
was
Turmoil? Turmoil's the character name, but
who was? You know what I'm
hold
talking
on.
about?
Yeah, the one that's going for like $9,000 right now with like the one paint app on it. Yeah, it's got like one paint app on it. It's that blue line.
And
it's not even all the way through. Yeah,
it disappears on your shelf. You don't even know there's a toy there. This thing is dark, but it has real paint apps and like really nice clear orange plastic that catches the light, and the paint apps, it's like some metallic. It's fucking nice. The sculpt is really detailed. And what's weird is, Justin, pause. Hold on. Okay. No pun intended. It is, I have to say, pause. It is the pet groomer. I've been waiting 2 days to hear from them. So just pause.
All right, paused.
So, yeah, I forget what I was just saying, but because I had a brain.
Do you know what would really make that figure both comic accurate and give a shelf presence?
What?
Set it on fire.
Well, it kind of has those effects, and the
I like the Energon peanut brittle cape.
Energon peanut brittle cape.
I think that looks stupid as shit, but I mean I get it, but me personally, I just think it looks awkward on the toy. But
the flame toys, I really hope that the LEDs work through the flame effects. That would be nice. So we'll see, but I can't wait for that one. And it's funny, I never read the Dreamwave. Is he only in Dreamwave or is he in IDW?
Well, he has this little movie called Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, come on now.
Maybe you heard of it.
I would never equate that to Revenge of the Fallen. I enjoyed that movie though.
Yeah, it was Dreamwave, and then yeah, of course IDW, but it was a Dreamwave character.
A fallen angel, the fallen prime. Ironically, he used his Megatron's mold from Iron Factory. It is the Megatron mold, but they retooled it enough, you know, that it's
his name is Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's cool. Hey, there you go. Megatronus. Megatron. What else did I get? I got my my Xbox chat headset came in today. I can't wait. I had the pleasure of playing Fortnite with Justin and Oscar without a headset. They had headsets. I was blasting it on my TV, and Scarlett was PMing them to tell them what I was trying to say.
Which is not the most effective strategy when someone's playing a game. Like, hold on, let me get my phone and see what Robert's saying.
What's funny is, like, and we had some gamer, right? You don't know who that guy was that we were playing with, right?
No, it was Oscar's friend or something. That's all I really know. So.
He's really good, and thank God for it, because I'm terrible at this game. And he got us in these guys, they're all like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, you have the boundary is shrinking, the storm is shrinking, you got to get to the new circle. And these guys are still, you know, just standing around chatting, and Oscar's eating Doritos. I'm like, we got to go! We're going to die! And then this guy this gamer guy gets the helicopter, and we all jump in the helicopter, and he flies us to the new zone. And we all leave the helicopter. I don't really know how to play that much. I accidentally jump into the pilot seat of the helicopter, don't know what I'm doing, and then the gamer's like, oh, good idea, so no one steals a helicopter. I'm like, I didn't mean to do this. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out of the helicopter.
And then at one point I'm like, Robert, you probably should move us away from here and get this thing landed because it's almost dead. And then kaboom.
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm PMing them like, how do I get out of the helicopter? And nobody's responding to me. But I fucking hate that helicopter. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait till we can chat and do it. But it's a lot of fun. I never thought I'd like Fortnite. But the kind of just play, you know, like just get going and have fun. I like that. It's not too heavy. You know, if you die, you die, whatever, you know?
Yep. It's a good game. It's pretty fun. So I didn't think I'd get into it either until my wife found it and she got me into it, and it's fun. It's been a good time. So
I can't believe Bedell is a gamer.
Yeah, and usually she's not that much of a gamer. But this game she likes, and I was happy about that. So
she like talk trash to 12-year-olds.
She does not. She doesn't get on the thing. So, but I mean, she'll talk trash behind the scenes in a non-mic'd capacity. So, but she keeps saying, she's like, I want to get on the mic just so I can. She does kind of want to talk trash, so we'll see. I don't know.
You should like secretly record her while she's playing it.
I'm sure that'd go over well. I may need services afterwards. So.
All right, so with all of that being said, we're gonna move it along. We got third-party news. There's come on, Mech Toys. Isn't it Mech Fans Toys?
No, Mechanic Studios is their legit stuff, like the stuff that they.
Toy. Yeah, their own stuff.
Yeah, which is cool. I'm glad they actually do make their own stuff. I wish they wouldn't knock people off. Last time I reviewed one of their things was their Hound, and it's a super solid Hound. And I was like, I just kind of wish another one of the companies that I really love would knock this off and make it the scale that I want.
Yeah, I can't get into another legend scale, and I always ask myself, because behind every fortune is an ancestor who is a thief, and all of these third-party companies that we like and we patronize, you have to ask yourself, obviously, at some point in the past, they were knocking something off. Might not have been a toy, maybe it might not have been a Transformer, but it was something. That's how they got their chops, probably. And, you get people coming into the game now, and they're like, they're collecting this. It's funny because of our experience, my experience, and their presently developing history, I don't want to collect them, which is weird to me. I feel like I've closed my mind to it. But my own opinion of it, I mean, I'm not thrilled. I think the bot mode looks cool, but the alt modes just look, the shapes are there, but they're just so, like, busy. And, I mean, they don't look that great, in my opinion, But, I mean, it is a legend, so what are you going to do? I mean, what does this scale with, Justin? Is this Scout class stuff?
It's pretty big. I would say, so to get onto the topic we're talking about, the first thing is their Octane, right? So, I don't know. Did they give a dimension in this about what the size is?
Third dimension.
Yeah, they didn't really say anything. The Hound kind of. I'm trying to think about how big he is. He's kind of like. He's a little bit smaller than the Magic Square Prime, but like it's just way too big, like. Yeah, hold on. So let me go get Hound because he's on the table here, so I can mail him the Oscar, and let me just kind of get a size on him. I'll be right back.
Sure. Do you pick up this Mechanic Studios Mech Fans Toy stuff, Craig?
I had a few of them, but I don't really buy.
Regrets. I've had a few.
No, I just don't really feel like one or two's fine, but I can't just have one or two. I have to buy the entire collection, and I don't need to start that again.
But then again, too few to mention.
Okay, Frank.
I did what I had to do.
So, who the fuck gets their cat shampooed?
Well, she's a long-haired cat. She's an extremely long-haired cat. She's got.
If only cats had a way of managing that themselves.
No, you got to really groom the long-haired cats, and we don't brush her enough. And now she's covered in knots, and I feel terrible. I gave her a bath about 2 weeks ago. We gave her a bath 2 weeks ago, and it doesn't matter. Like she's got like water-repellent fur. Like these Siberians are made for the snow and stuff, you know. And I guess maybe if she was out in the wild, she would be a better at self-grooming. But she's a domesticated, lazy-ass fat cat, and she does not groom herself well.
Mm-hmm.
If only there was a pet pun themed place you could take your cat.
Like the Pauler.
Yeah, like the Pauler.
You could switch animals at the pawn shop. Here, hold my cat for a month. I got to pay the light bill. So we took an eye. You were late.
Yeah, it's like. So real quick, the Hound, he'd be about the size of the Magic Square Prime, maybe just like a head shorter. He's about on par with the DX9 Seekers in terms of size, and it's just too small for a character that's supposed to be kind of the Carbot in size,
Yeah.
So
it seems to me that people who collect Mech Fans toys switch out with Magic Square. Like they just go Mech Fans toys. I mean, it just seems to me like you can't have if you're gonna be a scale junkie, you've then got to do all Mech Fans toys, all Magic Square, all New Age.
Yeah, I would agree. So, so to some extent, I think you can vary that a little. I think the big thing comes around like where exactly do you feel the Carbot should be placed? Because that's what keeps me out of Magic Square in this case. Is that I just feel like Magic Square's Carbots are just too big for the characters. So that's why to me it's the New Age stuff. But I think
that gets you on the mini bots though, because then the mini bots are too big for Magic Square compared to the Carbots.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, sure, yeah, definitely. But I mean, New Age is fine with the mini bots. I think they've knocked it out of the park with them. I have Sea Spray and Beachcomber from Magic Square, and I don't think that they're terribly out of place with the mini bots because they're relatively small overall.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I've been doing a mixture of the two, and it depends how it works. Like for me, Magic Square's Optimus is good, though I do look forward to seeing one from New Age at some point. And the Magic Square Hoist and Inferno are good for me because I feel like it's fine. They can be bigger than, the average, Ironhide and Ratchet. Like it makes sense for him to be taller, right? They're a bigger vehicle. So, but then actually Magic Square's Ultra Magnus doesn't work for me because it's kind of too small. And so for that, I actually ended up with the Mechanic Studios or the Mech Fans Toys Ultra Magnus because he just kind of looks better in alt mode with the existing Optimus Primes. So I don't know.
I'm good. I'm good with the Magic Square Prime coming up to the Magic Square Ultra Magnus's chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. I definitely think you can make the argument either way for Ultra Magnus because I would say that the Ultra Magnus actually is a little bit big feeling, but it's kind of like I'm okay with it. So
I love the Magic Square Hoist. I feel like they knocked that out of the park, and many people I feel don't like it so much. But I mean, he's a dumpy guy, and he has funny legs. That's his character, and I feel like they did a good job making it work.
Yeah, I agree. I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I like it.
Wait, didn't some of you guys pick up that Rodimus Prime?
Oh, yeah, I have their Rodimus Prime. It's too big.
Yeah, that's my. I thought Robert had it for some reason, and I was on my phone.
No thanks.
Yeah,
no thanks,
so
man.
it's a good figure. It does both alt modes really good. The difference between Hot Rod and Rodimus is stupid.
So they do both versions? It transforms to both?
They do. He transforms into a car, and then you kind of bastardize the car and fit it into the trailer the same way that MP09 did it. Like, very similar concept. But the transformation of the actual, like, from Hot Rod to Rodimus is like slap on some like leggings on him, and it's like, okay, there it is. I'm like, that wasn't a transformation at all. You know, like there's no aesthetic difference in the face or anything like that, which is stupid.
You could have had a swap out head.
You could have done that. You could have made the spoiler kind of change or even collapse in or something, and it doesn't do any of that stuff. So it's a very half-assed attempt, but I think it's really nice for when it comes to Rodimus. You know, like I have no problems with that. But yeah, I don't know. What can you do? So he's fine.
What do you think about this Octane?
I think he looks good. I think he looks really good compared to even some of the masterpiece scaled options that we have out there. But you know, it's probably going to be way too big, and that's probably why it ends up looking as good as it does ultimately, because it's probably bigger than I'm going to want for something. So
see, that's in terms of that season, it seems like everyone was the same height.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want Octane to be taller because he's a triple changer?
Yeah. So like I've always been okay with Octane being taller than your average character, because like you said, he is a triple changer. He's a big, you know, huge airplane, and he's a big truck with trailer. Like, so I'm okay with him being bigger. I realize that it's impossible to scale everything to this guy, but you know, I still want to see it. So I want to see you do as best of a scaling as you can. I don't think that's unreasonable. So
let's see, Astrotrain.
So Astrotrain, again, he looks really good. I mean, I think you've nailed the look of Astrotrain. Again, better than a lot of the Masterpiece scaled offerings, but he's just going to end up being too big, probably. So, I don't know, maybe if I was all in on the Mech Fans Toys scale, you know, then it'd be fine, but I'm not, and so I can't be that excited about it.
Yeah, the one thing about... Well, go ahead.
What if someone knocked off the DX9 Hulky to be undersized so it fit and scale with Astrotrain shuttle mode? Would you be into it then?
No, I don't think so.
Fully transformable.
What's the Hulky? What's the DX9 Hulky?
DX9
that
Hulky is
little
like
4-inch Devastator, 4 or 5-inch Devastator, whatever it was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're talking about like tweezer territory, like
I'd be scared to touch anything on that, yeah. So
world's smallest.
You need your Perceptor to transform him. Yeah. The thing is, I think about the scale. It's okay in my eyes if he's bigger than the others, but it's not just height. It's the parts themselves, the proportions change. That's why I like the Magic Square so much, because I feel like even though some bots are bigger, they maintain a certain proportion. Mm-hmm. You know, that it just looks like a taller person, but they all are similarly sized relative to each other. Mm-hmm. This would just stand out as just bulkier and bigger in all ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand why you feel that way. For me, you know, especially with the scaling, like I always kind of consider the fact that they are all robots. So, you know, like they can be scaled differently, all that stuff. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying with that.
It's a good-looking Astrotrain, though, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it really is. Like, this is the type of thing, like, if I was, you know, all in on, you know, all sides of Earthrise, like, if you told me you were making this as, like, Voyager-type figure, you know, like, for a reasonable price, like, I think I'd be in on getting that for a Decepticon shelf. Like, I'm not buying any of the cons in this case, but you understand what I'm saying, you know? Like,
Are you okay? Are you okay with the color, though?
So is this final color? Do we know?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming because the shuttle's white and black. It looks like they were going for the alt mode colors, white and black, you know, and then the...
No, this is just the toy repaint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
yeah,
there's
I
like...
assume you'll be able to get both at some point. So.
Well, then the shuttle will be purple. It just looks purposeful. You know, the shuttle's white.
The other one's already out, isn't it?
Is it?
What?
Yeah. Hold on.
I can't say I'm up to date on my Mechanic Studios toys.
Yeah, it's $30. It's in stock.
Wow, look at them.
See, that's the thing, is like it is pretty cheap to get their stuff, and like even for their original stuff. So I don't know.
Iron Sky. There's reviews of it up. Actually, yeah, because there's reviews of it up I've seen. That's why it was fresh in my head. Here, I'll show you a picture. I'll just send you the Shozy link. It's got every picture ever of it, probably. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Erase tick pick.
Oh, look at Matt. Look at Matt lurking.
Got time to work. Got time to work.
So this is just the toy repair.
Yeah. But you were right. The shuttle is purple. Or the train's purple and the shuttle's gray. And...
All right.
Yeah.
Official news. New studio series listings. 86 movie Grimlock and Wheelie. Gnaw, Bayverse, Jolt, Dino, Grindor, and Sideswipe. Dino.
Yeah, everyone, it's like Bayverse Mirage, but I don't recall them having, like, I don't know why. I don't know if they're just, I don't know how that's Mirage. I don't know.
Where is it? Where's the Mirage?
Oh, I didn't put links because there's no pictures or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just these are listings someone found, so I didn't even put a link because I would have had to put like 4 different links to take you to a blurb that didn't have pictures or had a picture of the movie character. Like, Grimlock. So I didn't even put links there because it's just like someone saw it in a computer. We don't need to see pictures of what it was like. So if it was an interpretive dance of what the moment was like when they found it, maybe, but not. Yeah.
I wonder what the 86 movie Grimlock's like.
Oh, they're gonna do. It's a movie line, and all the Utes, all the what's after millennial? What's the next one?
Corona.
The coronavirus generation. They're all mad because you're like, that's supposed to be Bayverse line.
A coronial.
The G1 movie wasn't even made in a studio. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
Those are real comments I've seen. So it's a Grimlock. What appears to be a Grimlock that comes with a wheelie, and then whatever the other one is, and then there's leaks of toy pictures of a Cyclonus, and they're saying that's Earthrise Cyclonus, but I'm wondering if that might not be Studio Series.
So we got
Cyclonus.
Transformers Earthrise Cyclonus, Thrust, Soundwave, and Top Gun.
Oh, they're doing a Top Gun crossover, so that's Maverick, I think is what it is.
Of all
because there's a new Top Gun movie coming out.
I need. It was a Maverick Transformer.
Well, now everybody's like, finally, something cool that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell anything from the bot mode on the box. What it's supposed to? Is it just Starscream? No. What is it? It's not Starscream. Not at all.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell what it was when I was looking at it. It didn't look like a mold that I recognize now. Mind you, I have not messed with a lot of the more recent molds, but it definitely did not look like Starscream with the sweet back wings and stuff.
Not at all. It's a new mold.
Yeah. It's probably like a retooled or... Let me pull up a picture. Top Gun Transformer.
Energon. So this Soundwave.
So the best thing I could tell... you know what? It might be one of you might be right, Greg. I think it might be one of the old movie molds. Because look at that last picture and like look at it, and it's got like the guns for hands and stuff like that. What mold was that? It's like a Revenge of the Fallen mold, I think.
There was it was one of the cone heads that wasn't a cone head that had like a unique jet. I was wondering if it wasn't even something older than that. that they just threw in a box.
Is Thrust a new mold?
Well, new as in it's based off that secret mold that's been going around.
And so Cyclonus isn't a new mold either.
No, Cyclonus is a new mold.
Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking this might actually be like a test shot or whatever of some of that G1 Studio Series stuff.
Soundwave, that's Titan Return Soundwave, no?
Yeah, but it's remolded to look more G1, more Earth mode. So people are thinking that's what that G1 Soundwave red listing or whatever was.
Right.
That they found, which would make the Megatron red. That everybody was like, they're re-releasing Gone Megatron. Because that's never going to happen. But that would make sense.
The image with Soundwave laying on the dirty mattress, which I love. Next to him, who's that? The animal beast former. What is that?
Oh, that's oh, God, you're gonna make me actually open the show notes, aren't you? Oh,
it doesn't say.
It looks like a weird.
No, I know what it is. Hold on, I just can't think of it. I can't think what it is
on its body.
What?
It's got a wolf face on the body.
See? Yeah,
that's
Howler.
It kind of looks like one of the characters from Beast Hunters. What was it called? Was it Beast Hunters?
Not Beast Hunters.
The Prime stuff that was like they had all those like weird characters.
Yeah, Beast Hunters.
Yeah. They had a bunch of weird deluxes
that were never in the show.
Mm-hmm.
What a heartbreak. What a heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that one's name. Fuck. Not Sky. That's not Skylinks. It was one of the better molds of those. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I can't think of
what I saw somebody said what that was. Fuck. I'm sorry. I thought I saw what that was supposed to be. No, is that a redeco of another mold? Fuck. I know I saw what that was supposed to be, and I thought it was in this link. Hold on, let me go to the Facebooks. Talk much.
It's not important, Greg.
Well, it's going to bug me, and I don't want to be looking at this shit at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to remember. You know how that shit is. You know how it is.
I wouldn't care. I would let it go.
You wouldn't care, and then it would pop into your head at 4 o'clock in the morning. And you wouldn't be able to give it sleep.
That green wolf?
Yeah, what is that horrible piece of crap I saw?
While you're looking, I'm going to take a step back and be right back in 1 minute. I will be back.
Pop that eyeball back in?
Yeah, I got to pop the cat's eyeball back in. For some reason, Skype isn't letting me. Oh, there you are. I'll be right back.
Burb.
This is the show filled with step-aways.
I'm really thinking about picking up...
Let's just step away for a minute.
I'm really thinking about picking up that Earthrise Skylinks and calling it a day. But I know I'll be disappointed if I do that.
I've been seeing it. Oh, no, I did see it. That's right. That's the one where we're kind of speculating because it has like a base mode type thing going on. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did we ever see if it had both modes? I think we did, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's out. It's out in Europe.
Oh, that's cool.
In Australia. Yeah.
Everybody getting all the Transformers before us. What can you do?
Yeah.
So how about that cat grooming, huh? That's an interesting thing. Whoever does that.
Yeah.
Weirdos. I think Robert's a psychopath. I think there's something wrong with him.
What?
Did you?
I don't remember what it was from.
Are you in on the GI Joe figures that are coming out, Greg?
I am. I have Destro coming, and I have that. I still don't have the deluxe Snake Eyes. I'm getting it in the second batch, which should ship around the 1st of July. And I had the other ones pre-ordered, and then someone had mentioned maybe getting them because he wanted to review them, but he didn't want to keep them, and I was just going to buy them off of him, so I canceled one of my pre-orders, and then he decided not to do that and forgot all about it. And I was like, fuck. So then I went and made another pre-order. But then I didn't know when they were coming out. And I was like, oh, maybe I catch them in the store. I flip-flop back and forth. But eventually I'm going to get them. I'm going to get all of them. I'm locked in for them. It's just when I get them is going to be the
Yeah. So I thought I canceled my pre-orders on them. And then I went back and checked my BBTS. And they're like, you're still there? I'm like, all right, it's meant to be. I'll just leave it there and we'll see what happens. So, I don't know. Like, I feel weird getting back in on like a new line, and especially like 6-inch line. I feel like it's another larger thing to take up space, but in the end, I guess it'll be fine. We'll see what happens.
I mean, you don't collect Marvel Legends, right?
I do not.
And you don't collect Star Wars Black Series, right?
I do not.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you're a collector that does this instead, you know?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, ultimately, I'm not sure what to do. Like, I already am feeling like, with like the Dragon Ball Z figure arts and stuff. Like, I got so many of them, and like I got like 500,000 Gokus anymore, and like they're starting to lose their luster for me, like because they're just a lot of them take up space and they're just sitting in boxes and stuff like that. And
yeah, me too.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel like GI Joe is gonna be the same thing. Like, I'm gonna get that and I'll be like, I don't really like this roadblock. I don't really, like, so I don't know.
Yeah. If you don't like it, don't get it because you're not going to start liking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the difference is with like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, like, like we were like the Tournament of Powers going on. So it's like, you're excited to see the stuff that was coming out from the older episodes you remember and everything, but it kind of like G.I. Joe is years ago. So I don't think it'll lose its luster for you necessarily because the hype was so long ago. It's definitely more nostalgic than Dragon Ball. But I mean, they're going kind of far left on some of the stuff. It's not what you remember watching the show when you were a kid.
Yeah. And, and like Figure Arts has this way that like, instead of just like, I wish they would just release like quote unquote complete Goku, make it like $150. Give me, a Super Saiyan head, a normal head, a Super Saiyan 3 head, and let me just be done with like 5 different copies I've got, because
next is GT. That's what you got to get too.
Yeah, I don't need those, so I'm not that big of a GT fan. Though at one point I was like, I should get the Super Saiyan 4s from what's the other the
Ghetto ass line, the Trailer Park line,
the model kit line. I can't even think of it. So
Trailer Park.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was anymore.
But I posted what that thing is in the chat, by the way. I knew it was something that I didn't care about. It's a Cyberverse. It's just a test shot of a figure that's coming out like in the next wave. Yeah.
It's a Build-A-Figure?
No, the Build-A-Figure it's the one that comes with the parts to build the bartender guy.
Oh God. Well, let's talk about statues.
Yeah, do you really think I want to be thinking about that shit at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to remember what that was? No.
Let's see. Pop culture shockwave. Shockwave? Pop culture shockwave. Sorry, Greg. Social media channels have just shared our first color image of the upcoming Generation 1 Shockwave Classic Scale statue. Interesting, but isn't that what the MP is? Really? I mean,
sort of, but I mean, like this one, you get a lot of the cell shading. Like it legit looks impressive. Yeah, I think it's really nice looking overall.
Looks like a drawing.
Pretty much, yeah. So like I could definitely see getting like a line of these if you're very into it, or at least getting your favorite character in like it's all like fell out of the cartoon goodness. I would say.
It's like they did a Prime as well, right?
I believe so, yeah. So I don't know. And this looks really good. My only gripe is the hose because I feel like it's distracting where it is. But I mean, it might be accurate. And I think we discussed that previously when we kind of heard this was coming. And I had mentioned I'm not sure if that hose is accurate or inaccurate. But I think we settled on certain points of the animation. It was on different parts of the arm, which does not surprise me to say the least when it comes to G1 and cartoon drawings. And
stuff. Yeah, we've seen this prototype. We've seen this, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that what you just said? Yeah, because I remember we went over that. We kept going back and forth on it.
What would make him more intimidating? What would make Shockwave more intimidating if the hose went from his butthole into his gun? Because then you'd be like, "Don't shoot me, dude. Don't do it." Time to get shot from my colon blow.
It's terrible.
So Pop Culture Shock has this and an Optimus Prime and a Grimlock statue, but they don't have a Nemesis Prime statue. No, I'm kidding. That they have.
You're like, yes, they do, and they have an Ultra Magnus, and they have a sleep mode.
Yeah.
And they have a Ghostbusters one.
Oh my god.
And they have the stupid camouflage one. Whatever the fuck that is.
They have what's that company? The shoe company that all that shit. Oh no, that's Bathing Ape. That's the camouflage. And they got shoe ones, and then they got the only cool one of any of those MP10 rebates, and sorry, Justin, the only one I would give a fuck about is the 7-Eleven one. Just because it's obscure.
Those dudes, those few dudes who got every single MP10 possible, every single one, and you know you're out there, somebody's got them all lined up. As soon as MP44 hit, they must have hung their head like, God damn it.
And then after MP44 hit, like 3 more MP10s have come out since.
What do I do?
I gotta keep buying this outdated mold.
I spent $1,000 on this Bape one. God damn it! No one wants it.
They never made a sleep mode MP10, but
yeah. You know what? They could do a sleep mode MP44 because his fucking antenna are already squiggly anyway.
Mm-hmm. You know, when they finally retire the MP10 mold, they'll probably do what they did with the MPO1, which is the Goodbye Convoy or whatever release that they had.
What's that?
It was finally like the sleep mode or something like that. That's the way they set that mold to rest. They're like, this is the last time it's coming in the sleepy Prime look.
Oh.
Yeah. Sleepy Prime.
Justin, you're an adult. That's Dead Prime.
Mm-hmm,
he's not sleeping. He's dead.
I know. My childhood. I used to sleep the whole time.
I wish they would do a sleep apnea mold. You know, his mask, his faceplate's a little different. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling personally attacked here.
You still wear the sleep apnea thing? The CPAP?
No, I gave it up.
You gave it up?
No, I talked to a life coach, and he said, "Real men don't use medical equipment."
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right.
He said the best way to beat sleep apnea is to quit sleeping.
Well, you lost all that weight. I've seen a lot of people when they lose weight, they stop snoring. You know, they stop with the sleep apnea. You should try it.
I still got a ways to go. There, Robert D.
You're wasting away. Gregors.
No.
You should take a black and white photo of yourself in a t-shirt and underwear on your porch, and then compare.
Why?
To that old photo of you.
No, that's not underwear there, buddy.
Your thong.
Yes, that's not a thong.
It's butt plug.
That wasn't a butt plug. That was a cat.
So that's all that we have, really. It's a short show. We don't have a discussion topic. Oscar can't do the central questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a short one.
This is a short one. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, it's fine, you know. I wish Matt would come back to life already.
Don't we
Good thing we're ending the show at 3:50
a.m. A.m. Yeah.
No, I meant episode 350. But...
Is it 350? What episode is it? It's 335.
Yeah.
Yeah.
350, and we can make an outdated South Park joke and call it a day.
We will.
Keep our dignity.
Oh, I also I missed something. I got in the New Age Gold Starscream. The Golden Lagoon Starscream. He's beautiful, man. It was a really scary thing to transform, though, because they come in jet mode, and I want to display them in bot mode. And I guess with the gold paint or whatnot, it just took a lot of warming up to just get the transformation joints to move.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how they painted it, like, because that paint can bind things badly, so.
Yeah, like, it's got weird transformation joints and fucking ball joints. Luckily, in some C-clips, I think some things, I just popped off and just put them where they need to go. But it's really beautiful. So I got the Golden Lagoon Prime, Starscream, and Megatron. And I never bothered getting the different hips for the Megatron. Give it to me the way you sold it the first time. That's my motto. I'm fine with it the way it is. I don't need to change it, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's a fantastic upgrade. I am very glad that they did it. We should get it. It's worth $10. It really is.
I have the gray legs somewhere, but I don't know. The gold one, maybe. You said it was easy to switch out?
Yes. It is. So I'm trying to think. You pop his legs off at the mushroom peg. It's real easy there, and then it's like one screw on each leg that you like take one piece off and screw back on to the respective new leg, and you're done. So it's pretty easy.
Oh, the waist is the mushroom peg?
It's like above the waist. It's right under where his like abdomen connects to his legs.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna see who's the true listener who's been here a while and one who just wants to comment.
Abdomen.
Nah, that person's probably turn around and like, oh shit, and starts deleting the comment. I see you.
Maybe Bobby Boucher will comment about abdomen. Mama says alligators don't live in your abdomen.
All right, guys. Well, with that, on that note, with the cunt Bobby Boucher seeing us out.
Hold on, I got breaking news. Did you see the village people kicked out the cop? The village people kicked the cop out.
Come on.
No, I'm kidding.
Silly. You're silly.
It just popped up in my feed, though.
On that note. Who's going to take us out?
Nobody.
Goodbye, fuckers.